But I'm glad she's able to make it in these last days as she travels to various venues of Chicago, giving her goodbyes. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Janet Kuypers. Put you guys together and give her a nice round.
Just not sure when it's actually going to happen yet. I don't know, so I'm gonna try.
It's okay.
I have three. Thank you. This one is titled "So," just because I say so much. So the hotel I was in didn't have a continental breakfast, so I looked for a diner and for a bagel for breakfast. So I pulled into some diner and I just sat there. So I got my head down. I don't like looking at strangers, so I kept my head down, looking at my ratings. So I didn't even notice my head was turned into my words, but the lady walked over and dropped the bomb of liquid into the coffee cup, into my upturned glass. So I watched this black mass sloshing around, contained but violent, as she walked away. So I don't like coffee, you know. But I could have stopped her and said no thanks. But this was my fault as much as it was hers. So there I was, staring at this coffee that I don't even like. So I've got this Bailey's flask in my pocket. I guess that tells you something about me. But if I'm going to have coffee, I'll sweeten it with whatever I can. So my eyes dart right, then left, then right again. So that no one is watching me. So I open up the flask under the table, then slowly drizzle in the cream. So I watch it form a mushroom cloud from within that contained glass. So I try to remember where I am, where I've been. I didn't know that on the other side of the country, you just died. So I just looked at my coffee that I don't even like and wondered if I should drink.
All right.
I have to throw in a sciencey one, and I have to throw in my astronomy. This one is called Beauty in the Eyes of Einstein. I heard NASA scientists say that Einstein dismissed some of his theories, even some theories we may know all too well. But Einstein didn't like some of his theories because he thought that they weren't beautiful. And I wonder, what is beauty? Is it the geomagnetic aberrations of the aurora borealis dancing along the horizon at the Arctic Circle? Is it the way you look at me with those gorgeous brilliant eyes? Is it the scattered collisions and chronic shivers of losing memory and chronic people? Is it what I feel when your arms are finally around me and I don't want to open my eyes and I never want to let go? Is it the eternally changing wisps of volcanic trails from Saturn's moon Titan's atmosphere? Is it the way that the music we make fills me with such energy? Or is it converting matter into pure energy with just the right formula? Einstein believed the most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all art and science. So am I driven to look up at the stars in the night sky and see stars from billions of years ago to fall in love every night? Einstein reminds us we are all ruled in what we do by impulse. So, is it how an impulse I move a bit closer to you so I can feel the heat from your body so close to mine? We ask, what is beauty? They say it is in the eye of the beholder, so it makes me wonder. This one is nice and emotional. it in. Once I was on a beach off the west coast in Florida. It was New Year's Eve, and the weather was over the swaying and rocking. And I was watching the waves crash behind me with the sun, and I looked at that. And I tried to stare at the moon for a while, and then closed his eyes. I asked him what he was thinking. He said, I wanted to look at this scene and memorize it, burn it into my brain so that I could call it up in my mind whenever I wanted to, so that I could have it with me, always. I too have my recorders. I burn these things into my brain. I burn these things onto pages. I pick and choose what needs to be said, what needs to be recorded. Every year, at the end of every year, I would write in a journal, recall the things that happened to me, log in all my memory, all the things that I needed to keep, because that is what kept me sane. That is what kept me alive. When I was younger, I was studying to be a computer science engineer. I wanted to make a lot of money. I wanted to beat everyone else, because burned in my brain were the taunts of kids who were in cliques so that others could do all the thinking for them. Because burned in my brain were the evenings of the high school dances that I never went to. Because burned in my brain were the people I knew I was better than, who thought they were better than me. Well, yes, I wanted to make a lot of money. I wanted to beat everyone else. But I hated what I was doing. I hated what I saw around me. I hated all the pain that people put each other through. And all of these memories just kept flooding me. So in my spare time, to keep me sane, to keep me alive, I wrote down the things I could not say. And that was how I recorded things. When I looked around me and saw friends raping my friends, I wrote. I burned into these nightmares with a pen, and yes, I have this recorded. I have all of this recorded. What did you think I was doing when I was stuffing handwritten notes into my pockets or typing long hours into the night? In my spare time, I wouldn't go to the movies to watch other stories. I'd sit in the corner of a cafe scribbling into my notebook. I'd sit at a computer lab slamming my hands, my fingers against that keyboard because there were too many injustices in the world, too many people, atrocities that I had seen, that I had witnessed, too many people who had wronged me, and I had a lot of work to do. There had to be a record of what you had done. Did you think your crimes would go unpunished? And did you think you could come back years later, slap me on the back with a friendly hello, and think that I wouldn't remember? But you see, that's what I have my poems for, so that there will always be a record of what you had done. Yeah, I've defiled many pages in your honor, you who swung your battle axe high above your head and thought that no one would remember in the end. Well, I made a point to remember. Yes, I have defiled many pages, and have you defiled many women? You who rapes my friends? You who rapes my sisters? You who rapes me? Is that what makes you a strong man? You want to know why I do the things I do? I needed to record these things. That is what kept me together. When people were dying, that is what kept me together. When my friends went off to war, that is what kept me together. When my friends were raped and left for dead, that is what kept me together. And when no one bothered to notice this, or change this, or care about this, these recordings kept me together. I need to record these things to remind myself of where I came from. I need to record these things to remind myself that there are things to value and things to hate. I need to record these things to remind myself that there are things worth fighting for, worth dying for. I need to record these things to remind myself that I am alive.
All right.